Live from Penn State's campus, this is Nittany Talk. I'm Alexis Boyle, and welcome back to our show. In today's episode, we are going to discuss the outlook of this spring semester, take a look at what's in our bag, and go over the Super Bowl countdowns and more. Now, let's get to talking. Welcome back to Nittany Talk. My co-hosts Katherine Schreiner, Janelle Randolph, and Charlie Krakowski and I will be discussing what we are most looking forward to in our last semester of the school year. So, Janelle, what is your outlook on this semester?
This semester I'm feeling good vibes, I feel like fall semester is more depressing because, the winter, but spring semester everyone's smiling because, it's going to get warmer. I'm mostly looking forward to the blue and white game. So last year was my first time going, and I had a great time because it was just a little sneak peek of the fall because, everyone missed football games, Saturdays and stuff like that. What are you missing?
Honestly, the same thing. I'm really, really excited. I also went for the first time to see the blue and white game last year, and I really enjoyed it. I was not even in college yet, but I got to really just experience the whole outlook, and I loved it. It was right when I had committed to Penn State.
And you guys go to the blue and white game?
I didn't get the opportunity to go to the blue and white game, but I've definitely been to other events because my sister used to go here. So I've done state patties before, which I am so excited for this year. That's going to be really exciting. And then I had friends last year go to the Moving On concert at the end of the school year, the Penn State Coachella. And so I'm so excited for that, seeing what headliners they have this time. So, yeah.
So I'm a transfer, so I basically feel like a freshman. I don't know too much about what to expect for the spring, but I just hope that it is a really fun time. That, and I just need about 24 hours notice and I'm down to do anything.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a great semester, first of all, because State Patties is on my birthday. I'll be turning 22, so I'm really excited about that.
That's
and then,
so fun.
I know, right? And then okay. Not the Taylor Swift, please. But Moving On concert, last year was Jack Harlow, and it was so much fun. I've never seen that many students, and I don't even know if half of them were students, but I've never seen that many people on the IM fields. Yes. And they had cool, what's the word I'm looking for? Vendors.
Yes.
Food vendors. Yeah. So it felt like a little carnival. It came at the perfect time because, it was right, I think it was like the week before finals, so everyone was ready to decompress just for that weekend before we have that really stressful week of last semester finals, which I hate, but it was so fun. Yeah,
I know right now is actually rushing season for sororities and fraternities. I'm currently rushing right now, and so I'm super, super excited for that.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's a really fun time, so that's something that I'm looking forward to, and of course the warm weather like you mentioned before. I love the warm. It's going to be nice to get out of the foggy, dreary weather we're having right now.
Warm weather in State College? That's a thing?
I don't know, because last year...
Kind of warm.
Yeah.
I mean, it can get pretty warm. We're going to get into May, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I won't have to wear a huge coat down to my legs. And so that's good enough for me, to be honest.
It'll be 60 degrees one day and then just everybody's on the hub lawn for some reason.
Yes.
That does happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love those days where it's really warm. I remember last year, I think it was in February, it was a random day that was 60 degrees. And all you saw, everyone went to the hub lawn, everyone pulled out their blankets, and everyone was doing homework, and, just sitting and chilling, doing regular college stuff. It was so cute.
Yeah. Well, also, other than just the warm days, we get snow days coming up soon.
Yeah, we do.
I am so hoping for one this week. I cannot.
Tomorrow.
It's supposed to snow
on Wednesday.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
which is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I am so hoping. That's just a huge thing. I'm just hoping for no class. It would be nice to have a little break. But also, I'm really excited for Thon.
I was about to say Thon.
Yes.
Thon
Yes.
is so fun. I get to perform at Thon this year,
You
which
do?
is
Oh
my gosh.
so exciting. I'm getting to sing with a bunch of my friends for it.
Oh wow.
So,
Disney,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, we're singing Disney. I'm Sharpay Evans for We're All in This Together. So
Yes, I love that.
Exactly.
it's a huge thing.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm going to be at Thon, but I'm literally doing everything I can to be there because we did mini-thon probably once at my high school and then COVID happened and we weren't able to have anything like that. So this would just be great for me because I really enjoyed mini-thon and that's only a peak of what Thon is really about.
My favorite part of Thon is the dancing part. I love like learning the dance and then every hour everyone does it. It's so fun and cute and like the lights and everyone's different signs like the frats and sororities and like the Thon orgs. They come up with these really cool big signs that light up and I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's going to be a really good event. It'll be pretty energetic. Hopefully we could break that post-COVID, I don't know, looming.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be nice to see all the Diamond families that are coming up for all the different clubs. I know I'm going to be hanging out with my Diamond families for the clubs that I'm in, definitely.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys have any spring break plans?
Myrtle
No.
Beach.
Myrtle.
Beach. That's going to be a fun one. Yeah, I'm going to drive down there. The drive isn't as exciting as actually being down there. Unless you're like me and get pulled over twice in North Carolina.
Oh wow. You got
Definitely
pulled over
eventful.
twice.
I don't know about exciting.
definitely eventful having to go back down there to court and stuff like that. That's no fun.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I still have my license. That's good.
that's good.
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, I know for spring break, I know a couple of us were talking about going down to St. Pete's in Florida.
Oh yeah.
But that's nothing's,
You got the budget for that? You got a place
official.
down there?
So it's not official yet, but that's the
the
hope.
plan,
That's-
yeah.
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 Exactly. What about you?
I don't know yet. Me and my friends were trying to plan we were talking about going to Canada because it's only it's only 6 hours away
Right.
from State College. So
Wow.
it's not bad, and it's not that far. So I kind of really want to do that, but I have to figure out the passport situations.
Yeah.
I have my passport, but it's hard to get other people's passports expedited because I'm pretty sure it takes a really long time for
It
them to
does.
come in.
Yeah.
So that's the hope. Either that, so that's basically.
Yeah, I'm definitely still deciding. My dad's going to be in Florida, so might go down there.
Might see you there.
That would be fantastic. But it's all up to whatever happens at this point.
Yeah. I mean, going down, getting the warm weather, that'll be great. But I know I've heard a lot about people going to Canada too.
Yeah.
All you need is a 24-hour notice.
Exactly.
And you're there.
Very true. Well, stay tuned for our next segment where we take a deep dive inside our bags for winter. For Nittany Talk, I'm Alexis Boyle.
Yeah, so that's fun. Headphones, ignore the haters.
You have a lot of haters?
Oh,
Yeah, that was like...
Right now, I'm going Bengals. It's tough.
Oh, that is so tough because I really would make my decision based off of if Mahomes is going to play or not.
For you page right now.
I
Like,
have never had her on mine.
really?
I've never
That's
had
so
her on mine.
surprising.
No, I do follow her. but
Malibu Barbie.
Malibu Barbie, her child.
Welcome back to Nittany Talk. I'm Janelle Randolph. Now that the cold season is here, let's take a look in our bags to see how each of us are surviving winter in State College. What do you guys have?
Okay, so I have some very random things. So actually right now for the theater community is a huge audition era. So I do normally have cough drops. I did not bring them today. But also we have very late night rehearsals. So I have PJ pants.
Love that.
You get so tired. It is a lot. You are there for hours rehearsing, waiting for your audition. So it's always good to have something like that in there. I also have some extra lip glosses and stuff.
Nice.
Because
You need that.
I have
it
the
is
same
so
ones.
important. Yes.
The NYX one.
Yes.
The NYX is really good. Yeah, I like that
It
one.
is so good.
Yeah,
My key to my dorm. That's kind of really important.
that is really important.
And then just some snacks, because you are out for a long time. Like, if you do not have snacks, it can get a little bit rough. And then just some other things like my phone.
Nice.
Because that's
Need
important,
that.
of course. And then some mini deodorant because it's always good to freshen up whenever you're out.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
you, Courtney?
All right, so I've got my bag. First is my hat that's sitting on top.
That's so cute.
It keeps my ears really warm. So I was like wearing it. Right? My sister got it for me for Christmas. So I haven't really taken it off much. I've been wearing it all week because it keeps my ears really warm, which
It's
I
been
need.
so cold recently. So
It
Yeah,
has
it's
been.
freezing.
Yeah. On top of that, I got my mini Uggs that I got for Christmas. Shout out my parents for these. They got me these. I also have, obviously, because this is my school bag, all my school stuff. So I have my agenda. I have a notebook, and it's just paper, and then I have my binder, and then I have my phone and a laptop, which I forgot to bring to class this morning, so I had to walk back home to grab that.
No.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. What about
Well, you like whip out like this fancy binder, and I'm like, dude, all I got is like these like loosey goosey papers and stuff.
Goosey.
Like, dude, I don't use folders. I do that. No
The
folder.
lack of organization.
I got
Yeah.
deodorant. That's
you? I like that
essential.
one. That's a good one.
This is important. EpiPen.
Oh.
I have a peanut allergy. That's a kind of
I
important
need that.
in case
Yeah.
I feel like eating a Reese's one day. You know, that's I don't know
Yeah.
what those taste like. I got the Book of Mormon.
Oh wow.
Do you actually just carry that around
That's
with you?
Well, I think somebody gave it to me. He wanted me to like rush for his church or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
I think. I don't know.
Are you gonna go out for it?
I don't know, because I kind of have to like denounce my own religion to like.
Oh, we don't want to.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Probably not.
Russian textbooks.
Russian.
Okay.
Oh, are you taking a
yeah.
Russian class?
Я говорит по-русски.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
I speak Russian well.
Oh wow.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, so that's fun. Headphones. Ignore the haters.
Do you have a lot of haters?
Oh, plenty.
Yeah, is that just like a
Yeah. I can't show that on camera.
Okay.
Laptop, charger, the essentials,
All your school stuff.
loosey goosey papers.
Yup.
Yeah. What do
Love
you got?
that.
What do you got?
Okay, so guys, this is my everyday purse. It's
That was
Michael
cute.
Kors.
It's
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so in my purse, course, hand sanitizer.
That's good.
It is cold season. I work at a
Yes.
daycare, and half of these
Oh.
kids are so sick. So, always using this, and it's Jamaica pineapple colada. Smells amazing. I always carry perfume with me.
I wear that
I
one
love
too.
this perfume. I saw it on
Yeah.
TikTok, and it smells amazing. It's like
Yes.
Can I
vanilla-y.
smell it?
if you wanna.
Woo.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay. Okay, I'd be mad if you said you didn't like it. I'd be
He's like, no, that was terrible.
I'm like,
And then hand warmers.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but when I walk on campus, my hands are freezing. So these are for emergencies, just in case my hands are like really, really, really cold.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have
Yes,
to
the same exact
NYX
one.
butter gloss, my go-to,
Too good.
and bit of honey.
can't say I have that one.
You can't. Okay.
Shucks.
And then I always carry a scrunchie.
That's so smart.
Yes. So what are some things that you wish you had in your bag?
Ooh.
Normally I have gum with me.
Yeah.
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 I
I,
need to
don't want
pick
to
it
be
up.
like all up in someone's face and have my breath smell bad. That's like
Yeah.
really embarrassing.
Yeah.
This is my.
You have mints in your bag. I love that.
I love that.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I wish I had lotion because my hands get really dry.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the state college weather, but back home my hands, I don't really get that. Like the air's not that. I don't want to say thick.
Sharp.
Wait,
Yeah,
yeah.
sharp, but
Yeah.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, I really want some good
I need
smell lotion
lotion.
from Bath and Body Works. I
Yes.
missed their semi-annual sale. Sadly, I
that
know
was the best.
It's the best sale out
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
It was so good. Yeah, I definitely wish that I had like just like a small little water bottle or something with me all the time because I tend to forget my water bottles so often. I have like 5 water bottles, but I forget all of them. And I am always like so thirsty or like need to cough in class and I'm just sitting there
the
like
worst,
trying
yeah.
not to cough
Yes.
because I don't want people to be looking at me all weird.
Yeah.
So sometimes I wish I had like a little bit of food, maybe like some crackers or like some gummy bears or some fruit snacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, sometimes I wish I have. I don't know. I actually think I got everything I need.
I love that.
I don't like go around like, oh man, I should have packed my phone. Like, oh man, my
yeah.
keys, dude. That was dumb. Oh, I don't have my wallet. Oh, I don't have my wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This morning, I really wish I had packed my computer.
Oh, that would have been important.
Yeah, I know.
That would have been important.
But sometimes, I saw, do you use a book bag for a class?
Yeah, for class I use a book bag.
I use like a bag like that too. And
This is my everything bag. This is my man purse.
your man purse.
I like the color.
Oh yeah, no,
It
I
adds
like it
to
too. It was $10 on clearance in the
Oh, wow.
bookstore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
Penn State.
a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, I felt like book bags like really hurt my shoulders
Yeah,
a lot because I would pack like really heavy things like my textbooks and things. So
Yeah.
I thought it was easier to have it on just one shoulder.
You know what I do? So I'm always wearing the book bag. What I do is I usually put it on really loose, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want people to catch me lacking, like slouching, walking around like this.
Yeah.
So what I do is I just take these straps and I tighten the mess out of them.
Wow.
So it gets your posture right.
I love that. Yes.
So now, look at me.
We do have ping pong
I'm gonna have to
balls
use
in
that.
here?
I do have ping pong balls. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Well, that's all in my bag. Next up is our brand new segment, Let's Talk Sports, where we'll be looking into Super Bowl countdowns for Nittany Talk. I'm Janelle Randolph.
Right now, I'm going Bengals. It's tough.
Oh, that is so tough because I really would make my decision based off of if Mahomes is going to play or not.
For you page right now.
I have never had her on mine.
Really?
I've never
That's
had
so
one.
surprising.
No, I do follow her. but
Malibu Barbie.
Malibu Barbie, her child.
Welcome back to Nittany Talk. I'm Sadie Pratzi, and this is Let's Talk Sports. In this segment, we'll be discussing our Super Bowl countdown predictions and what plays got these teams to the conference championships. So guys, we have the AFC and the NFC. We have the Kansas City Chiefs going against the Bengals, and then we have the Eagles going against the Niners. Honestly, these two games are really a toss-up. Looking at both analyst predictions, it was 50-50. So I want to hear your opinion, and then we're going to circle back because I think there's a lot to run down on. So Alexis, AFC, where do you see that game going?
So when we're talking about Chiefs and Bengals, I'm going to say I really want to say the Chiefs would win. But it's really up to Mahomes, I feel like, at this point, because they don't really know if he's playing. He's down as questionable. So if he doesn't play, then honestly, I think it might go towards the Bengals.
It's that
But
ankle.
It's really, really could go both ways, just like you said. It can go either way, and it's going to be really close, honestly. I think I'll be surprised and happy with either. I'd say I like the Chiefs a little bit better, but
Ooh.
I mean, I don't have any hatred towards the Bengals. I know, love Joe Burrow.
Oh
so,
my.
Yes.
So I agree. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be he's obviously the glue to their the puzzle. I mean, if he is not there, then their team just it's shattered. So even though they have a good run game, a good defense, they have Travis Kelce at tight end, who's the best tight end in the AFC, even debatable, he's the best tight end in the league. I don't think it's going to be a toss-up if Patrick Mahomes is not playing. If Patrick Mahomes is playing, it will be tighter. But I'm wondering, the biggest question I have is, will the Cincinnati defense be able to stop Travis Kelce? In their match on December 4th, the Bengals defense only held Kelce to 4 receptions for 46 yards, and he fumbled the ball. Do you think that that's going to happen again, or do you think that they're going to be using Kelce more?
I think it's an important point. I think they'll be using Kelce more. Looking at it, the Chiefs, it is their 5th straight conference championship. I'm sick of them. I'm tired of the Chiefs. I can't stand this whole Patrick Mahomes wave. Personally, I do not think he's that good. I think the Chiefs make it in to the playoffs by the skin of their teeth every time. Because if you look at it, when they go into the playoffs and they play these teams, they don't look amazing. They do well, they win, but was it a good win? Not most of the time.
I mean, finally someone else is saying that the Chiefs are overrated, because every person I've told that to, they're like, you're crazy. No, the Chiefs are overrated. Patrick Mahomes is a good quarterback, but I don't think he's nearly as good as some other ones. I think Joe Burrow has a lot more potential than him. Tom Brady's better than him. People even said that, I've heard several times that he's better than Tom Brady, which I think is crazy. So there are but there are several quarterbacks, I think, that are better than him. And I think if they do beat the Bengals, even though the Bengals have beat the Chiefs in their previous 3 matches, both in the past regular season and in the conference championship last sorry.
Last year, I got you.
That's what I meant. Last year. I still think whoever wins the NFC, Eagles or 49ers, will take down the Chiefs, and I don't think it will be as close as people think it will be.
I agree, and I mean, looking at it, you know, they traded Tyreek Hill for 5 draft picks. Were they smart decisions? Absolutely. I mean, you have amazing people now. But looking at it, Super Bowl rematch for the Bengals, is that what we're going to see? Or those are predictions? Who do you think is going to win AFC Championship? Final say right now, I'm going Bengals. It's tough.
Oh, that is so tough because I really would make my decision based off of if Mahomes is going to play or not. Right now, it looks like he's not going to be playing. Even if he does, it's still going to be, he's not fully healed. He won't be able to do as well as he usually does. So even the fact that he's questionable is going to make me probably change what I would originally think and go Bengals as well.
100%.
Yeah, I think, Alexis, I think you're going to be waiting until the very last couple minutes before the game starts because I think he's going to be a game-time decision. But no matter what, I think it's going to be Bengals all the way.
All right, jumping from AFC to NFC. We got the Eagles, we got the Niners. We have a rookie, Mr. Irrelevant. Not so irrelevant anymore. I mean, he's undefeated in the NFL, and he's going pretty strong. And he's proven a point. Brock Purdy is out there to say, hey, you know, the Niners, we have 5 Super Bowl wins. We're going to get a 6th one. But this Eagles defense is unbeatable. And the offense, Jalen Hurts, he took all summer to learn his plays, get better, and you can tell. They were the Eagles' #1 team for a hot minute in the NFL, going undefeated for, I believe, almost 9 games. Right. So, NFC, what are we looking at? Key players. Who do we think will be a key factor?
So I definitely think the 49ers are going to come out on top on this one because I think the 49ers overall team is complete. Now, I know I'm making you Philadelphia girls mad, but think of it this way. Whenever Gardner Minshew was playing for the Eagles, whenever Jalen Hurts was injured, they lost, I believe it was every single game.
Well, it was
Is that
1-2,
correct?
But
Yeah. Well,
yes.
that's 2 games. And their record, they ended with a 13-3 record. So it seems like it's very similar to the Chiefs. That team falls apart without Jalen Hurts, just like the Chiefs fall apart without Patrick Mahomes. Because Jalen Hurts is clearly healthy, so it's a little bit of a different story. But I don't think that they can rely on just their quarterback, just like the Chiefs cannot rely just on Patrick Mahomes. I personally think the 49ers, adding Christian McCaffrey, that was the best move. It might have been the best trade in NFL history. I mean, it benefited them so much. I mean, that was the final piece of their puzzle that they were missing, and now it's complete. Their defense is strong. Nick Bosa is definitely going to be the Defensive Player of the Year, and several analysts have said that. I don't think it's a contest. I think the 49ers will take down the Eagles, and I do think it will be closer than the AFC, but the 49ers are going to come out victorious.
Yeah, I'm going to have to completely disagree with you.
Of course you are.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, so obviously we do know that I love Jalen Hurts. I will give that to you. But if you look at the statistics, the Eagles are much better than the 49ers. Like, their offensive yards are better. They had less yards allowed, and they had more sacks. If you look at the stats, you just got to look at the numbers. The numbers are telling you Eagles. They're not saying 49ers. And you still have Jason Kelce there too. So I know that they do kind of rely on Jalen Hurts sometimes, just like the Chiefs with Mahomes. But now that he's healthy and you still have those key players like they had before, Devontae Smith, he's been really huge for the team as a wide receiver coming from Alabama. Like he's done a lot for them. He had the most receiving yards out of pretty much the whole team, which is crazy when he just started.
I mean, looking at the team, it's a second-year coach. It's a second-year quarterback.
And they're doing
It's up in the air, honestly. But we have only 5 remaining people on that team from the 2018 Super Bowl. The center, Jason Kelce, will be the factor. Personally, I'm taking Eagles. What do you guys think?
I'm right there with you. Eagles 100%.
I'm Niners all the way. I think the Niners are going to come out on top, and I actually think the Niners will win it all. No matter who they play, I think they will win the Super Bowl. If it will be Bengals versus Niners, and that's who will win in the Super Bowl.
All right. Well, those are our hot takes for the Super Bowl. For Nittany Talk, I'm Sadie Protzi.
My For You page right now.
I have never had her on mine.
Really?
I never
That's
had
so
one.
surprising.
No, I do follow her. but
Malibu Barbie.
Malibu Barbie.
Welcome back to Nittany Talk. I'm Courtney Green. In our last segment of the day, we're going to be breaking down the most trending and eccentric TikTokers. Okay, who do you guys have on your list?
You go first.
Me? Oh my God, put me in the hot seat. Well, honestly, I love TikTok. I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But I never really stick to like individual people.
Okay.
Is what I've found is that I have the like different types of videos that I enjoy. So I love the get ready with me,
Yes.
story times, and of course I really love the dog videos. They
I
always
love
get
dog
me.
videos.
Those are cute.
There's like the videos where they're like doggy daycare, dogs with the weirdest names.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
the dog
So
names
cute.
are
Most
so
needy
fitting.
dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's, oh my God.
Have
I
you seen
love
Bunny the
those.
talking dog?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, that
Yes.
dog kind of
Oh
scares me.
He
my
does
gosh.
because. Are you a robot?
Yes.
Human? Like, what are you? 'Cause there's
so
no way you
confusing.
understand what I'm saying.
Like he like understands everything. Like
Yes.
his mom just says something and then you're just sitting there like,
he goes and talks to the button.
yes.
The buttons, like how do they even train the dogs to
I
do
know.
that?
Exactly.
That is so crazy.
I tried to train my dog to do that. It didn't work. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I also love the stand-up comedy that I'll find on TikTok.
Yeah.
Do you know
love-
Matt Rife?
Yes.
Matt Rife.
That's my
Yes.
favorite.
I don't know who that
100%.
is.
He is all over my feed.
Can we get him to come to Penn State?
Please.
That
He's
would be
all
amazing.
over my TikTok too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That I would. Oh my gosh.
That's so
If
funny.
he came to Penn State,
That'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Who do you have on your like For You page?
So I agree with you. I feel like I don't really have like that one person that like I follow or a bunch of people that I follow. It's just a bunch of trends. But I do know this one, Keith Lee.
Yes,
And his
He's
reviews.
cool.
He's so like just like if I'm gonna go out and try one of his restaurants, I'm gonna believe everything he says because he's always honest about his reviews.
Right.
And I just love how much power he has because he really has the power to shut down a restaurant if the food's bad. Like, that's the influence of TikTok. Like TikTok can get you canceled real fast or can get you real famous really quickly.
Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite food reviewers.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. What about you? What do you watch?
So I have a lot of drag queens on my For You page right now
Wow.
because I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race. So I have
Cool.
Sugar and Spice who are
I
on
love
the
them.
season right
I just
now.
watched their episode
They're
last
so
year.
good! Oh
I
my
know.
god! And then Amethyst, who's also on the current season. I'm obsessed with all of them. But also, I have some people that I don't like seeing all the time, but I do see them all the time, including Trisha Paytas.
You don't
She
like
is-
Trisha.
She is running my For You page right now.
I
Like,
have never had her on mine.
really?
I never
That's
have
so
one.
surprising.
No, I do follow her. but
Malibu
I-
Barbie? Come on.
Malibu Barbie, her child.
Her child.
Yes, her, and along with people I don't want on my For You page anymore, I would have to go with Chris Olsen.
Oh, I
Okay.
don't know who that is.
Oh my
He
gosh.
is currently the social media manager for Meghan Trainor, and I see
Oh,
him
stop. I know.
everywhere. He is every other video also. It is just so much. How about you, Courtney?
Oh my god, you guys, this is really sad. My favorite TikToker passed away like a month ago in a car accident. And that was like really weird because like that's someone I watched every day and I'd be like, I would never post this. And then after they passed away, I just realized like I'm on my phone a lot. To the
Yeah.
point where like I was like really
You were
sad about that.
attached? Yeah.
Every time I hear a song that she like used to do regularly, her name's Allie, she like
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Ellie Spice? It was
Yes.
like this little girl. She used to, I shouldn't call her a little girl. She was like our age. But she worked at Hooters, like, and she went to
Yeah.
college, like, while she did it.
Yeah.
And I was just, like, living vicariously through her. I thought she was so fun. She was always really happy.
Yeah.
She made a ton of dancing videos with everyone else she
Yeah.
worked with. She, like, I don't know. She just always made me happy whenever I saw her videos. So, like, one day when they posted, like, that she passed away, it was, like, the first time, like, anyone online, like, you know,
Yeah.
it kind of like
Yeah,
hit
it
home for
affects
me
it,
because
yeah.
it's someone I watch like
Yeah.
every day, and it was really weird.
Yeah, and it's always so awful to see someone die so young as well.
I know.
And it's someone you see so regularly.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
what I follow a lot of people. Like I don't really have anything new on my For You page. It's just the people that I
You
kind of
follow.
interact with. So that one was really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, dang, I forgot what question I was gonna ask.
I was gonna say, I know that you were talking about people that were on your For You page that
Yes.
you don't like seeing. For me, I will have this Scar girl. Yes, and everyone
so
is like,
fake.
everyone's on you like,
I love it.
their Scar girl makeup routine, and it's like them drawing like eyeshadow, and then it's like them getting like like measuring it. It's like one is this way and then the next time
Yeah.
it's like that.
There's literally a video of her friend like taking it off with like extra strength like makeup remover.
And it came
yeah.
off, right?
Yes,
Yep.
it came off, and it was
Like, what's the point of having a scar as your
think-
personality?
I think
Like,
she had the scar and then like she just ran with it, which
Oh
low
my
key
gosh, yeah.
good for her. Like
I
if
mean,
I
I
was her,
guess.
I'd do the same thing. I'd be
Would
like,
you,
people
though?
like that.
But like
know.
making it brown?
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
little weird.
No, I've never seen a brown scar personally.
Yeah.
That looks more like a very oddly shaped like birthmark. It's like a big
yeah,
line
yeah,
mole.
it definitely looks like a birthmark instead of
Yeah,
like a
it's
scar
just
or something.
it's a bit odd in
I'm
my
just like,
opinion.
what is she gaining from having a scar on her face?
Attention.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I know,
Exactly.
but obviously everyone knows it's fake at this point,
Yeah,
right?
did you see
Yeah.
that Mads Lewis like replied to it and made like her own video making fun of her?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That was
And then
sad.
all her friends were like making fun of her for making fun of the scar.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing.
It was like a big lot, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did not
Yeah.
see
Yeah, but going back to the videos that I really enjoy. I
Yeah.
also love. I'm on gym TikTok.
Cool.
Love that.
Yes.
Always love like the different ways to get like better abs and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I always have to enjoy them because seeing like the new kind of stuff. It's like new tricks.
Yeah.
And then I love to sing. I'm a singer, so I love those singing videos that pop up, and I just sit there in awe, just like these
Did
people
you see
sound
Ariana Grande
amazing.
singing?
Yes.
Oh,
It
so
got
Somewhere
like
over the
5.8
rainbow.
million
Yeah.
likes,
I
like
saw
in like a
that.
day.
Because she posted that because people were saying she's not a singer anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was
I never
weird.
thought that.
I think
sounds
she's a
Ari
singer.
on the way.
She is
Phenomenal.
amazing.
She was my number one listened to artist like 2 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, her
Yeah.
range is crazy.
Amazing.
Insane.
I'm so excited for her to go on Wicked.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Really good.
Are any of you guys on Perfume Talk?
No.
No.
I'm on Perfume Talk, and I love it so much because I just like the TikToks where you get all the different recommendations to like what to buy to like make your lifestyle better. I guess.
I follow Alex Earl for recommendations.
oh
Alex
yeah.
Earl.
Yeah. She's so cool.
Yeah, I also see the Amazon hauls like
Yes,
everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
The Amazon wish list.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, everywhere.
Yeah.
All over.
Yeah, I like those too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I like looking at people's like Amazon storefronts.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or the videos that say, "Don't get these and why," and it's like makes me
Yes.
look too good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like.
It's so funny. They're like keeps me too warm.
Yeah. Oh my god, I definitely need that for school. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for today. For Nittany Talk, I'm Courtney Green, and we'll see you next week.